Like most of us that enjoy the sport of big game hunting, I learned to hunt at a young age from both my father and my grandfather. Following in their footsteps in the mountains, I learned to understand habitat and really how to find animals. My grandfather's 97 years old, and he's still mentoring me today. He's always told me that hunting in its pure form is really seeking. Go out and find them, he'd always say, but respect the land and respect the animals while you do it. I smile sometimes, but he still tells me today that those animals live their lives out there, and they've never done a damn thing to deserve a poorly placed shot. He told me once that a good shooter can make a long-range shot on a game animal, but a good hunter doesn't have to. I always carry that with me, and sometimes I feel conflicted about making a long-distance shot on an animal. I can remember one particular antelope hunt when my grandfather and I spent a fair bit of time trying to decide how far out the buck was. Then we had to decide, well, how far over that buck's back do we elevate the crosshairs and make the shot? While everything worked out on that hunt, my grandfather took a great buck. The ethics of that decision still haunt me. Fast forward 10 years to this elk hunt, we spotted this bull at well over 1,000 yards and used what Grandpa and Dad had taught us to close the distance to around 600. Unfortunately, the bull was feeding on a juniper flat far below us, and as we moved down the hillside, we started to lose sight of that bull on the flat. At that point, I had to decide, do I take a long-range shot, a shot longer than any I'd attempted before on a game animal, or do I pass and try again the next day? I found myself in a similar situation to that antelope hunt that I just mentioned. The distance was similar, the conditions were similar. What had changed was my equipment. This time I had a rifle built to exacting tolerances by craftsmen who really pay attention to the smallest detail. The people who built this rifle understand that distance magnifies every imperfection, and they've developed a system that eliminates as many variables as possible. What had changed was that I knew the exact ballistics of my round and the exact performance of my rifle. I'd spent hours testing various loads to find the perfect combination, and then hours practicing at extended range. What it all boiled down to is that my proof research rifle, along with the practice, gave me the confidence to make the shot on this great bull. It's a 600-yard shot on that bull. That's the longest shot I've ever made.
There you go.